What's going on, guys? Young with Heart Attack, and welcome to Story Time, a video where we have some grinding in the background and I tell some stories submitted by you guys. If you want me to read a story of yours in the future, make sure to send it to me via personal message on YouTube and it may be used. Yay! So let's get started. So a couple of years ago, I'm 24 as of sending this, when I went to visit my dad for the first time in, hell, years, one of the first things he asked me when we were alone in the car: "Ever been to Hooters?" No, Dad, I haven't." "You're a grown man, and you've never been to Hooters?" "No." "We're fixing that." After we were done at the restaurant and on our way back to his place: "So, have a girlfriend?" "No." "Boyfriend?" "Dad, what the hell? No." "Well, that's good." "Yeah, my gay friend says I'm definitely straight." "Well, that's good." It was the oddest yet most hilarious conversation I've ever had with my dad, and I had to share it. So if that doesn't tickle your fancy pickle, insert eyebrow waggles, then, so this one time I walked in on my friend's parents having sex on their kitchen table. Yep, that was a thing. You know, I'm not gonna lie, you probably should have told more of that second story, because it sounds kind of interesting, so maybe send that one in. I'm sure everybody would love to hear about that, you know, sex time with Hardy 2. I think people are clamoring for it. People want it badly. Let's do that. Anyways, next story. "Hello, Hardy. Just wanted to let you know that I'm a big fan, and now to the story. So I was recently in Hawaii on vacation with my family and some good family friends. I was really excited, except for the fact that I had to babysit a 9-year-old the whole trip. She was at that stage where she knew if she cried and threw a fit, she'd eventually get her way. I'm still at that stage. It works. Just saying. So on the third day of our vacation, she decided she wanted to play my 3DS. I didn't let her because she had a DSi of her own, but she wanted to play Pokemon X. After she figured out I wasn't giving up my sweet precious baby, Pokemon X, she started crying. At this point, I didn't want to get her parents getting mad at me, so I tried to calm her down, but it was no good. She ran to her mother and said I had been touching her inappropriately. I didn't know where she could have made that up, but she did. Her mother asked me for my side of the story, and I told her the truth about the 3DS thing. And her mother said, "Oh, don't worry, she says that all the time." I was stunned at the fact that how normal she looked as she told her daughter, "No, insert girl's name here, Stuart didn't do anything to you." So yeah, I don't think she will be having that issue again. Wow, dude, that girl is gonna have some issues growing up. Like, someone accidentally bumps into her on the bus, she'll be like, "Rape! Oh my god, he violated me!" You gotta submit that story too, just saying. Anyways, let's go on to the next story. Hopefully this one's even more disturbing. Okay, so this next story, the only reason I'm using it is because of the video he sent along with it, which I will show on the screen. If that's, I'm assuming that'll be, I don't see why he'd matter. It's freaking weird and freaky and creepy, but it's also incredibly hilarious and disturbing and wrong. So, yeah. Well, once upon a time, I was a little boy who never thought about anything about girls. But then, when I started playing Pokemon X version, everything changed. Yeah, Pokemon really introduced me to girls as well. Just saying. I went into playing Pokemon X and I thought I'd be a happy adventure, but then I scrolled over to the Pokemon Me feature. I had a Braxton at the time and I started to pet her. But then I slowly moved my stylus down to her chest and rubbed her I don't know what that's supposed to be, her I don't get it. And she yelped. It was so exhilarating. I never felt that way before at such a young age. I got sucked into it. Not even playing the game anymore, I obsessed over it, and to this day I have not gotten past Lumos City as I sit at home stroking my Braxton's chest and soon her what is that supposed to be? What? So what are you doing in Pokemon X and Y, Hardy? Well, I'm definitely not doing that, and here is a little video showing exactly what he's doing. Warning, it's a little graphic. Yeah, sorry you had to see that, but yeah. Anyways, there's more of that video. I'll link it down in the description if you want to see the whole thing, by the way. Anyways, for our final story today, I'm a sophomore in college, and so far this is probably the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to me. See, there's a bathroom on the first floor of my dorm, and I would go there whenever I had to do something particularly nasty, if you know what I mean. See, now I don't know if you mean actually going to the bathroom or something a little different, you know. Why would you go to the bathroom for that, though? Just go to your room. Seems so much simpler. I don't know. So one time I opened a door and find some guy already in there who forgot to unlock it. He was peeing and he stopped and turned to me in shock, so I got to see all his junk and everything. Horrified, I shrieked and ran out of the bathroom and ran upstairs and hid. Okay, first off, I'm not sure if this is a guy or a girl. It doesn't say. Maybe it's a unisex bathroom. I don't know. But I'm assuming you're a guy. You know you have what he has. You don't have to be completely terrified of it to the point where you scream in fear and run away. It is not going to attack you. And if you're a girl, assuming you're straight, generally you like those. You may not want his, but they're not something you should be afraid of. And if you're gay, a female gay person, then I guess, you know, I don't know. I'll ask Rusty if she's afraid of penises, and I'll get back to you on that. Anyways, okay, I already read that sentence. I watched the door to see when he would come out, and when he did, I walked by him with my eyes staring straight ahead of him, as though I'd never seen him before in my life. The end. Wow, that was a mortifying story, I'm not gonna lie. I'll get back to you guys on what Rusty says, but maybe that's her texting me right now. You know, you guys heard that. Maybe she just knew that I was gonna ask that. She's like, Hardy, I hate dicks. People tell everybody that, so that's nothing like Rusty. Anyways, before we end this, I want to talk about the grinding montage really quick. I ended up like going into an area where, if you notice, it ends up like skipping at one point. That's because all my grinding was doing great, and then I ended up accidentally jumping off this little ridge thing. And I get stuck in an area where it's impossible to get out unless you have surf, and none of my Pokemon can surf. So I'm like, wow, this really sucks. So I ended up restarting my game, and I rare candied the Pokemon up to the levels I had them when I got stuck. So technically I did the grinding, and I wanted to explain that in case you guys saw a little skip, and all of a sudden like all the EXP was gone. So that's what happened. And also Pachirisu can just die. Pachirisu, I was gonna say something a lot more vulgar, but I'm like, that seems rude. Pachirisu really sucks for grinding because it has Super Fang and Door. And Door is so freaking annoying, especially when I'm grinding Roserade and the only move it has a Giga Drain and I have to use like 3 of them because it keeps using freaking Door and I should just kill it in one shot, but I just want to die because it's just so mean like that. Super Fang and Door, just, it's so horrible of a Pokemon. Pachirisu, I'm so glad I didn't catch it because it sucks. Anyways, next time a Pokemon Forest guy will be taking on the 6th gym. Thank you, 5th gym or 6th, I don't know. Thank you for watching. Until next time, I'm Hardy Yo-Yo. Peace!